Right there. Let's just get this on over with. It is currently 9:45, so close to 10 o'clock. I've been up for a bit, been doing various different things, like making myself wonderful and pretty for you, despite the fact that I look like a thumb with two chins. So, let's just get on with it. This is the bag, of course. I'm going to draw a pen, and that will inform my day. I'll be honest with you though, I am kind of thinking about gaming at this point, so fuck it. Draw a bag, pen, pen, pen. Oh. We have the shitty green. Shitty green, of course, or possibly uranium, maybe? Yeah, I'll call that uranium. It looks pretty. Camera's there, not there, there, not there, there. So, uranium. Wonder what I'll end up doing with this. To be honest, I'm thinking of building. Maybe a Stonehearth thing. Either way, let's get on with it. Right, let's get down to it. Now, I will be honest with you, my little excursion into the... Oh, fuck. Right, so let's get down to it. Now, first thing, very important thing to mention by the way, is that unfortunately, due to my excursion into the outside world, I have in fact become ill. So yes, I currently have the sniffles, which may not make me, that bad, but they will make my eyes a little watery and my nose is getting a bit clogged up and I'm just a bit bleh. So I hope you appreciate that I am putting the effort in today, because I am not going to let any of that show, even if I have to wear stupid fucking glasses. So, getting right down to it. I pulled out the uranium pen, which means that I'm going to be doing some building today, specifically in Stonehearth. Now, I have actually been planning a sort of multiplayer castle for a while now, and in order to do this, I am going to be looking around for Stonehearth players, because, my friends, they shoot people and that's about it. Not a complicated sort of game for them. Best way to do this, I think, is by going through the Twitch streams and looking for people that are actually playing the game. Because if they're playing the game and they're on stream, chances are they're interested in playing the game being streamed for multiplayer. It makes sense to me. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking around for Stonehearth players. Or at least that's what I'm going to be doing for the first, 2 hours of today. In addition to building up a castle, because, it kind of has to be a city. I've tried this before and it's just fallen apart, so this time I have to get it right because it's my daily video. Oh fuck. Wish me luck, gentlemen. Right. This is Stonehearth. It's a city building voxel thingy. I mean, you can see what it is from from all that. I am going to be setting up a sort of city in this. I'll go through that in more detail in a bit. So, I will first be setting up a single-player game and be converting that into multiplayer later on. Obviously, I'm going to go with the Ascendancy because the other guys get only, clay and stuff, and that's just no fun. I don't like clay. Clay is a bit. And I can choose between 3 biomes because I deleted most of the others that I was using, so this time we're going to be going for the Archipelago. This is going to be tricky because I need a 4x4 slot to build up the castle that's going to be used for the village in multiplayer. And I'll put it to hard because why the fuck not? It'll make things more interesting. Now comes the tricky part, because I have to figure out how to make a 4x4 slot on one of these islands. I mean, it's tempting to just put it straight on top of the mountain, but that's not really going to work. That's 5x5? No. Zoom out. Ooh, that might work. Yeah, I'll settle there. So, this is the territory that I've selected. And oh my god, it's not 4x4. That's 3x3 at best, and that's in the way. But I can make this work. So I have to drop there and then mine away all of this stuff, get rid of that cultist statue. Yeah, this could work. Drop there. Things to do. Pause the game so that I can start to figure out exactly what I'm going to do about this crap. I need to get rid of a lot of these trees first. Problem is that since this is Archipelago, I have to get rid of them twice. And the minions are off. So, My method of construction in this is basically to utilize the game's built-in like algorithms. You see, every bit of territory on this is based on a 32 by 32 grid. They add little bits like this to make it look like it isn't, but basically, yeah, 32 by, well, that's 28 there, but you know, it's 32 if the tree wasn't in the way. See, 32 and 32. And all of these squares are 32 by 32. In certain cases, there are little bits that stick out like this that make it look like it's less than that, but you know, they are 32 by 32. It's a simple matter of figuring out what I should have set up there. It's a simple matter of figuring out you know, what where the edges are. Since the built-in mining tool automatically like adheres to the edges, and most of the like little wibbly bits are between 1 to 3 blocks wide. It's really not that hard to tell what parts you can get rid of and what parts are part of the 32 by 32 platform. I use templates for building, which are based again around the 32 by 32 grid. These are templates I put together myself, and God, don't dig that. For pretty much this purpose. So this is the territory that's going to be used for the village slash town slash city castle thing. I will set up the blueprints in a second, but for right now, I kind of need to get rid of the grain so that I can make room for it. So see you in a second. Welcome to the port. So this is step 2. You'll now notice that most of the terrain is gone. They're just finishing off the last little bit over there now. Soon this will be a full castle, which, you know, and maybe not a castle, because castles, you know, implies a certain amount of security, but it's going to be a fort. It's going to have the prerequisite 16 lots, and this should be enough for the multiplayer city plan. We'll see. Well, things are going quite well. All of the roads have been dug and paved, and the walls are currently going up. The side gate, however, is kind of suffering because it's kind of embedded in the wall a little bit, but I'll fix that in a bit. Update 4, I think? I mean, if it's not 4, then whatever, update 4. All of the walls are going up. The side gate is now officially going up too because I've cleared out enough space for it to be, and one of the bottom walls is already finished off entirely. So we're almost there. We've got enough stone to finish off the castle, and it's really just a matter of waiting for the minions to take care of it all now. So, you know, get to it, right? So yeah, turbo speed apparently doesn't work with my CPU. Imagine that. There's always something that I have fucked up. I don't know what it is yet. I won't know what it is for a while, but there is always something I've fucked up. No matter what. Oh no. Not long now. Not long now. Focus. They're not building the final gatehouse, and this annoys me. Why are they not building the gatehouse? Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. Done! Means the castle should be done. Why are the walls not gone yet? Oh, they have to vacate the area. Done! So that means, what is this, update 5? Update 5. The city is fully done. All 16 lots are now available. 4 of them are covered in mud for some reason instead of grass, but yeah, first come first serve, so whoever gets stuck with them, whatever. That means that this area is completely open for the multiplayer city thingy. It's ready. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. As I record this, it is just turning midnight, which means I have technically failed my daily videos on the 2nd day. Technically the 3rd day, but whatever. However, I am coming down with a massive cold, and so a lot of what you may have just watched may have been partially influenced by a fever dream. I am in a rare moment of lucidity at the moment, and thus I am taking this opportunity to finish off the video itself by explaining what I've actually been doing. because it seems like that's the sort of thing I should have explained at the start of the video, but yeah, whatever, it's me. I'm allowed to be a little bit weird. Just a teeny bit. Anyway, basically, what I am trying to set up is a multiplayer Stonehearth City. Now, the reason I'm trying to do this is because multiplayer in Stonehearth it's available at the moment. It's actually pretty fun. City builder multiplayer is a really rare thing because, you know, it's not really a genre that people kind of associate with multiplayer, and so no one's really tried to do it. I mean, there was that disastrous SimCity thing that probably did more harm than good, but yeah, for the most part, it's just not done. And one of the major problems with it at the moment is that it's in beta. Actually, it's in alpha, an alpha testing branch, which means that it is hilariously unstable. And in addition to this, basically, once you get past a certain point in multiplayer, where everyone has like 20 Earthlings and they've got their own settlements and stuff like that, it gets really unstable and then it crashes away, or it fades out, or it hangs, or, you know, lots of error messages pop up. Players can't keep up anymore because their PCs aren't good enough. It just becomes a mess. And the Stonehearth City is sort of an answer to that. Rather than having lots of players with like their own individual cities and dozens of Earthlings to work with, instead they are going to be limited to a small amount of space within that city and between 3 to 6 Earthlings, depending on what our performance can survive. Thus far, I have not managed to run a multiplayer game with more than 4 players in it without it crashing out massively within minutes. This is an experiment to see just how many players we can cram into a game without it becoming unstable. I'm hoping for all 8, because there are 8 slots. And if all 8 slots work, then I will be like digging around in the mod files trying to find a way to increase that number. However, 8-player multiplayer may be hard-coded in, so who knows. So that's the basic idea. Small amount of halflings, small amount of building space, lots of players. I really, really hope it goes well, because if it doesn't, then I'm going to cry, because I just spent 2 hours like completely punishing myself trying to construct this fucking island city thing. So yeah, day 2. That is that. I am officially done with fucking uranium. Keep an eye out tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, depending on what the pens say, for the Stonehearth City play. I have been contacting various different streamers and players for, get rid of that now, to participate in the city itself. It should be interesting to see what happens. I know I say that a lot, but I mean, the reason I'm doing any of this is because I find the results interesting. It may not actually work, but it will be interesting. And that's all I can ask for.